Is that a hot shower or a cold shower? Because you've had it.
It's cold.
It's cold, okay.
Yeah.
I've never actually...
Really?
Yeah, I've never had a shower in the sauna, yeah. So, I don't like cold water, so a cold shower, that would kill me.
Well...
I'd go running, ah!
Yeah, you'd scream like a girl and totally kill the mood of what's going on.
Yeah, probably a good idea to never touch the shower inside the sauna. Hi, I'm Gordon.
Hi, I'm Darren.
And welcome to BackRoom Chats episode 7. This is the podcast where we talk about gay stuff.
Gay sex,
Gay
kink.
kink. Just gay stuff in general.
Yes.
So this week we thought we'd talk about sex on premises venues, the darker side of gay clubs. Not really dark. Basically,
Well, there's no light.
There is no light, so I guess it is dark. Yeah, your back rooms, your sex on premises venues, be them the legitimate ones or the not so legitimate ones. We're going to premise this on, we can only talk about our own experience here, and all of these podcasts are our own experience. We're not talking about the greater world, because we only know our experience. But we're talking about specifically Australian sex on premises venues, and specifically Southeast Queensland sex on premises venues, because they're the ones we know. So we're going to talk about like our first experience, the first time we went to a venue like that, what it was like, what we thought it was like, we're going to be like, and what the actual experience was, and stuff like that. So, who wants to start?
You can.
I can start? All right. Okay, I guess my first actual experience in a sex on premises venue was Club 29 in Brisbane. Darren and I knew each other, but we weren't dating at that stage. We were sort of like friends with benefits. Yeah. I actually remember he lived in the city, right in the valley where everything was, and he had a spare car park. So I actually parked in his car park for the night and then went out. But he knew about it. He was working or something, I don't know. Anyway, I went to Club 29 with what's the best way to describe him?
I don't know this story.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I used to hang around with a BDSM top daddy type person. We never actually did anything. I was more his apprentice at one stage. And I won't name names because it was a long time ago and God knows. But it's, yeah, anyway, that's a different story. But I said I wanted to go to Club 29 because I've heard about it. I knew what it was, but I had never been to a sex on premises venue. So, thought, can you take me there? He went, yeah, okay, I'll take you there. So he took me there. He paid me to get in because he paid for everything back then, which was great. And it was a pretty good night. I was pretty shy, so I probably didn't do much, but yeah, it was a good night. I think I probably just ended up spending most of my time in and around the glory holes. So, because that's my favourite thing to do, either side of the glory hole. So that was my first experience. What about you, Darren?
Wow, I didn't know that story.
Yeah, you did.
No, you never told me that.
Okay, well, there you go. It was before we were dating, so it doesn't matter.
Oh dear.
What about yours, Darren?
I don't know what my first one is. I can't remember. It was probably Club 29.
Probably was Club 29 because it was the dominant one in Brisbane at the time. So there was 3, I think. Mm-hmm. There was Club 29, there was Wet, and one over at West End, which I never went to. Bodyline? Bodyline, yes. That's it.
No, I never went to that one.
No, I never went to Bodyline. It wasn't a first time at a sex on premises venue that I realised, but I think that's what it was trying to be, but it wasn't. This goes back a long, long time ago. This goes back well before I knew Darren, which was, I was probably early 20s. The same venue that is now, or was Club 29, they tried to make it into a nightclub.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
I can't even remember the name of it, but they tried to make it into a nightclub. It had lots of little corridors, lots of little rooms, lots of little
passageways.
which you don't have in a nightclub.
No.
No. I remember going there with a friend of mine, and we hung around for quite a while. We tried to make it fun, but we weren't sex friends. We were just friends, and yeah, it was a bit weird, and we left, and I think we never went back. I can't remember the name of that thing. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I
Can't remember.
No, but it was the same building, same place that Club 29 is. So Club 29 was a prominent sex on premises venue in Brisbane for
probably a good 20 years.
good 10, 20 years at least. It only shut down just before COVID, or was it just after COVID?
I think it might have been during.
Maybe during?
Maybe.
No, I think it might have been before. I don't think COVID wasn't the reason it shut down. The reason it shut down is the owner of the building wanted to release it, and the owner of Club 29 didn't want to pay those release rates, which I understand because he apparently bumped up the rates dramatically. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's it was the prominent sex on premises venue in Brisbane for a very, very, very long time.
So with sex on premises venues, like a lot of them, yes, obviously there's the back rooms and everything like that, but a lot of them will at least have a lounge or a bar or something like that. So like you can go there and check out who's going in and who's going out. So if you are a bit shy, you can just hang around there and, you know, chill out for a bit.
Yeah. They generally don't serve alcohol as a normal venue because they're not licensed venues. There is other times when they do serve alcohol, but we'll go into those later. Probably the types of sex on premises venues we need to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you've obviously got your sex on premises venues.
Yeah. So you got saunas, which are like they're saunas. They've got a hot room and a spa and a pool and sometimes a gym and stuff like that. They have that sort of one. Then you have just standard sex on premises venues. What Club 29 was, it didn't have that sort of stuff. It didn't have spas. It didn't have saunas. It didn't have. I think it did have a spa at one stage. I vaguely remember a little spa out. No, it would have been anyway. And then you had the unofficial ones that are generally at the back of pubs that you don't want to talk about.
Also got your ones off the back of sex shops as well.
Yes.
So adult shops. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. The Den. Forgot about that one.
The Den was the big one in Brisbane.
Yes. The fourth one in Brisbane. Never went to.
No, never went to that one. But that was upstairs, I think, if I remember.
I believe so, yeah.
But yeah, a lot of adult shops will have like booths and stuff like that just out the back where you can watch movies and things like that. So they're very tame in comparison, I guess.
Yeah.
So the sort of things you'll find in the back areas range from like there's often glory hole setups.
Yeah, that's a very common one. It's a glory hole, like a nice little anonymous sucking someone's cock or whatever else you want to do, and
that could be in cubicles or it could be a whole row of them. Things like that.
They're very common and they're a lot of fun. I love glory holes in that sort of situation. They're just fun.
Often there'll be a sling somewhere.
Yep, or 2 or 3 or 4, depending on the venue. But yeah, there's definitely a sling.
Didn't Club 29 have a motorbike at one stage or a saddle or something?
Both.
Did it have both?
I believe at different times there was both. He did try very hard. He ran a good club. He did try very hard. He always tried to keep it changing up and stuff like that. So generally there is dark areas which are pretty much just little corridors where there's rooms off those corridors where you can hook up with someone one-on-one, or you can just hook up with them in the corridor or with multiple people in the corridor. There's glory hole areas. There's generally a video porn watching couch type setup room, whereas a couple of lounge chair type things that you can sit on and watch porn and jerk off, or have someone jerk you off, or do whatever, or everything. Basically everything goes in those sort of places. Sling rooms are generally pretty common. Other theme rooms, like what we said, Club 29 had a motorbike, I think from memory, and definitely a saddle from memory. Bathtub, yep. Wonder what that was for.
Obviously, some areas are more well lit than others. So a lot of the corridors and rooms can be very dark.
Very, very dark, if not completely dark.
Completely black.
Generally, there's some sort of like stroby party lights type things happening, so you can see a little bit, but yeah.
So the areas that are dark, there's a few things to keep in mind. Like, don't just go barging in because you'll run into someone.
Yes. Yes.
Just sort of like stick around the edges until your eyes adjust and you can make out what's going on.
Yep. Walk slowly, don't just run or barge through.
Because you'll end up tripping over someone.
Yep. Or something.
Yeah. And like, you know, just don't try and cop a feel of everyone straight away. You know, like you can touch them if they bat your hand away. This is for everywhere in the place. If they bat your hand away, you know, take that as a no.
That's a no. That's just a straight
and just
no.
move on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Move on. Yep. If they're interested, they'll come back to you later. But if not, you know, it's just, so I guess like different things to wear, different things to wear or not to wear.
Well, most places have it so that you're usually either in your underpants or a towel.
Yep. So
that's very common.
Not necessarily. 29 wasn't necessarily.
No, it wasn't.
No, 29 you could just wear whatever you wanted. 29 you could be fully clothed, you could be fully naked, whatever you wanted. It was all whatever you chose was okay. Wet, which is a sauna, you have to be wearing a towel to go downstairs. You're not allowed to be wearing it. I think they can get out of underwear, but it's pretty much you're pretty much going to be wearing just a towel, and they'll give you a towel as you go in, and that's it. So yeah, yep.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say something.
No, all good.
So, what are some of the things that we've got up to? Any funny stories? I mean, like, not everything happens in the back room. Like, some parties, there are parties at sex venues as well, like Corium in Brisbane. On the dance floor or out in the bar area towards the end of the night, like, people just, action spills out into that area and you see all the skinny or slim guys with huge dicks.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just very nice to watch. It's just like... there was some big dicks on these guys that I'd never seen before. It was just like, whoa, that's what you're packing.
Yep.
So that's just outside. And then obviously...
When Darren's saying outside, he doesn't mean outside the venue. I mean inside the venue, but not in the downstairs area or the upstairs area or, you know, in the bar, the more communal area.
Yeah, exactly.
Lounge area. So,
yeah. There's been some parties we've been at and like... I think the last one we went to was hectic. It was packed that night. And
the last couple we went to,
and everyone was going for it everywhere. It didn't matter where you were. You were going to be in the middle of something or watching something. Or
so what Darren's talking about there is parties. So your local community club, for us Boot Co, will generally hold some sort of a party each year or a couple of times a year. For Boot Co, they're called Corium. They used to be at Club 29 until they closed down. Then they were moved to Wet for the last couple of years. And it's a pub night, but with a sex on premises venue attached as the main point of the night. So there is alcohol served at those ones, whereas that's not normally allowed at sex on premises venues. Once again, here in Queensland anyway. There's obviously special regulations for those nights. I don't know how the legalities of it. Don't want to go into that. Don't really care. Not my problem. But yeah, it's that's the type of things Darren's talking about where they're bigger nights. So there's like nights like that. If you want to go to a sex on premises or sex club, they're probably the best ones to go to because they're packed. They're busy. There's so many people there, and you will find someone or something to play with. Basically,
and if you don't, like, you can just sit back and watch everything as well. Like that's huge. Yeah. Like you don't have to participate if you don't want to. You can just go around and watch everyone else.
Yep. And no one cares normally.
Well, especially when there's so many people because there's so many choices anyway. So people will just like, you know, go about their own business basically.
So those nights are busy, but a general night at a sex on premises venue, once again, I'm talking from our experience in Southeast Queensland. That can generally be very, very quiet. Like not that many people in there at all. So those sort of nights, you can't be as picky, I guess. If your sole goal is to get off, which why else are you there really? Like they're definitely not as busy from our experience, but. I can't say I've ever gone to a sex on premises venue on a normal Saturday night either.
Oh, we went a few times when we were finished at the clubs.
True. Yeah, they were all quite busy. Yeah.
Like those sort of nights, you can expect a lot of walking around because people are just like looking.
Yep.
And sometimes there's not a lot of doing.
Yep.
That happens a lot in some places.
Yeah.
Probably my favourite areas are like the sauna.
Yep.
The wet sauna.
Yep, the wet sauna, yep.
That's fun. At Wet, that has the wet sauna.
Yeah, Wet has got a wet sauna. Wet sauna. Duh. Yeah, they are definitely a lot of fun just to sit and chill and
vaguely watch everyone else and what's happening.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's
foggy and it's hard to see, and I think Wet has a red light.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Very hard to see what's going on, and then someone will go in the corner and turn on the shower and have a shower, and then it's even worse.
Is that a hot shower or cold shower? Because you've had
It's cold.
It's cold, okay.
Yeah.
I've never actually...
Really?
Yeah, I've never had a shower in the sauna, yeah. So... I don't like cold water, so a cold shower, that would kill me.
Well,
I'd go running. Ah!
Yeah, you'd scream like a girl and totally kill the mood of what's going on.
Yeah, probably a good idea to never touch the shower inside the sauna.
What else is Wet? Wet has a dry sauna as well.
I think I've been in there once. It wasn't. I don't like dry saunas.
No, I much prefer the wet sauna.
Yeah.
They have a spa, which is very suspect, as you can imagine in a sex club. God knows what's in that shower, in that spa. I'm guessing a lot of chlorine.
Yes, you would have to put a lot of chlorine in that spa.
I also love the pool as well.
Yeah, I think I've only swum in the pool once or twice. It's once again, I don't like cold water, so it doesn't suit me.
I love it after a hot spa, getting in the pool and just swimming around naked and free. Then obviously there's the other that are just off pubs and things like that, where they've just
unofficial.
The unofficial ones.
In Queensland, they're unofficial because they're not allowed. So
and most of them have been shut down since COVID, basically.
I think so.
But like, not naming names, but there was one pub that had a toilet off the back, and the lights always went out there.
Funny that.
And all sorts of stuff happened in there.
We had lots of fun in those a few nights.
I remember the Queen's Ball that was at the Ekka. Remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah. That had a whole toilet block, and the lights would always go off there, and there'd be someone lying in the trough. Wasn't me, but there was someone usually in the trough.
Trough man, his name was. Yes. So yeah, talking about what Darren was saying there with like the non-official ones. So the pubs here in Queensland, some of them have got back rooms. A lot happens in those back rooms, but it's never spoken about in if you ask anyone who owns or runs or works at the club, it doesn't exist. And you ask anyone else who goes to the club, no, it doesn't exist. Don't know what you're talking about. It's all just hearsay and myths. But,
yes.
Things happen back there. It was funny actually. We did a photo shoot at a daytime photo shoot at one of those couple months back, just before Christmas. And I went out to the girls' toilets for the first time when it was actually light. And I was like, oh, there's actually like 4 cubicles and I was like, I had no idea. And the time I'd been in there was pitch black.
And it was awkward because the cleaner was in there as well.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
That's where they put all the cleaning supplies.
Goes to show how often it's used. So generally, so for Bootco nights, they are male presenting only nights. So obviously the girls' toilets aren't used at all on those nights.
Yeah.
Or not officially. So tell me about one of your experiences at a sex on premises venue.
Well, the one that comes to mind was actually when we were on a job there.
Okay.
We were hired to shoot a porn star that was coming to visit.
Yes.
That was an interesting night because we had to take photos first when it was a meet and greet, wasn't it?
Believe so.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
No, I wasn't doing photos on night. Someone else was doing photos.
Did someone else? We were there for the meet and greet.
We were there for we were just doing video.
Oh, okay.
We were just doing. Well, I was just doing video, and you were just coming along for the ride. But yeah, we were just doing video that night, and it was. Yeah, no, someone else was doing the photos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know we were there for the meet and greet though, so
Yeah.
that was interesting. And then obviously later in the night we were there for the stage show.
Yep.
And so that was a full-on affair. And I remember I was incredibly miserable because I had a cold. So I think I might have had a second camera, and I was just standing there just to provide another angle, basically.
Just to make it look like you were there for a reason.
And I was miserable. I was sniffing and snuffling and everything, and like everyone was so excited watching this show, and I'm here going, I just want it to end.
Yeah, that was a fun shoot for me. Like I was.
And Gordon was on the roving camera, and he was up
and close and personal, and yeah.
Well, I think there was 2 volunteers. I think he had
2 bottoms and the main star, which was.
I don't know his name.
No, I can't remember his
Someone
name.
with a big dick.
Yeah, but no, all basically. But yeah, he wasn't very attractive in my opinion either. Not my type, but you know. I was very early on in our video days. We run a photography video business when we're not selling t-shirts and doing podcasts.
Yeah.
So that's one of many talents.
But yeah, that was probably the one that's burned in my memory because I was miserable. And I think we've got the footage somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, we can't show you it.
Can't show you for a couple of reasons. I was allowed to keep a copy of it, but I was sworn I was never allowed to post it anywhere. That was under contract.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it was under contract. I was never allowed to post that part of the content anywhere, and I don't think it ever actually saw the light of day. I think we got paid to be there to film it by the event person purely for his own use.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't read the contract, obviously.
The contract, but I was basically just told, don't post it. You're never allowed to post this anywhere. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's full blown porn, sex. I wouldn't be able to post it on any social media. Maybe X if I got away with it, but
Or Patreon.
Patreon, yeah.
Don't start hounding us for a Patreon just for that clip.
Contractually, I'm not allowed to post it anywhere.
What about you? So yeah, besides everything else we do, we're also officially pornographers.
Apparently. I've only really done it once. So
Hey, it still counts in my
it's
book.
a tick on the book. Tick in the book. It's been done. So I remember one of our first nights that we went together. And honestly, 90%, probably 99% of the times that we've been to sex on premises clubs, we've been together because we've been together for 25 years now, 24 years now, 25 years now.
Yep.
So like, it's just always been us together. So we always play together. That's our rule basically. We don't go off and run off and do things without each other being involved. We're always both there. But I remember this one night not early on, but one night we were at 29 again because we were there a lot. Well, we used to be there a lot. There was another. We hooked up with this one guy, and he was all over Darren, wanted nothing to do with me, and I got really jealous. Really, really jealous. I think you were probably pretty drunk, so you probably don't remember it. But yeah, I basically told him to get out because you want one of us, you get both of us, and if you don't want both of us, then get out. And yeah, that pretty much ended the night.
I have no memory of this. I'm learning a lot today. It's 2 things I haven't.
We are a monogamous relationship. In most senses of the word. We do play together occasionally, just putting it out there, whether I put this into the video or not. But we always have our rules. We're not allowed to do certain things with anyone else, and there is that rules. And we know the rules. We don't cross those rules, and that keeps our relationship happy and healthy.
Yes.
Yeah. So and it has to be.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to like spend this much time together, yes.
Yep. Yep.
Because we basically work together, we live together, we're everything together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not much time we're apart.
No.
No.
No. Very rarely.
Oh, yes, I remember there was one time, one of the trips we made to Sydney, and we walked in. That was the time that we walked in just as the piss crew were all walking out.
That's right. I vaguely remember that. We haven't been out clubbing in Sydney very often because we don't go to Sydney very often. But
No.
yeah.
But this one time we went in, it was pretty much dead quiet and there wasn't much happening at all. So we ended up locking ourselves in a cage and going for it, and then people watched.
Yeah.
So it was nice to have
An
people
audience.
watching,
Yep.
an audience.
Yep. Yep.
Made us feel good.
Yep.
And that sort of brings us on to
The kink of the week.
Kink of the Week.
It's time for the kink of the week.
What's our kink of the week this week, Darren? Because I can't say the word. Because I...
According to Gordon, it's voyeurism. And I said, no.
It's not a Star Trek ship.
Voyeurism.
All right, so... I like to watch. I like to be watched. So I like both sides of it. I enjoy watching other people have sex as much as I enjoy having sex and having people watch me have sex. So you know, I like porn. I like watching porn. I don't think it's not a bad thing. I think porn's a good thing. And you know, watching porn and seeing it in person is just as good, I think, if not better. But obviously, in person's better. So.
You're not one of those that sit in a cuck chair, are you?
You know what?
In a cuck chair.
What is a cuck chair? Okay, fill me in.
This is I think it's a British term, but
Okay.
cuckolding, which is basically sitting there in a chair watching.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, not to that point. No.
No, you're very much stroking yourself usually.
Yeah.
You're an active participant, just not there.
Yeah. I enjoy watching people. I enjoy watching people, basically. Yeah. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to add. Which makes it short.
It does.
No, I mean, a lot, like, the main time I participate in this sort of thing is at sex clubs. It's
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah.
Like, I love watching people get head. I love watching people in slings. That's lots of fun. Like,
Yeah.
just watching people get fucked in a sling.
Yeah.
Like, that's hot.
Yep. Yep.
I love watching people in the sauna. I don't have to be part of it. I'm quite happy to sit there and watch people get head in the sauna. That's great.
Yep.
Things like
And do
that.
other things in the sauna.
And obviously do other things in
Yep.
the sauna, especially when they're like this close to you. That's even better. But yeah, like it's fun.
Yep.
There's no rules to it really,
No.
I guess. I mean,
Obviously, if the person being watched doesn't want to be watched and they say, "Oi, a horse,"
yeah.
you know, like, but if you're, depending on where you are, most of the time it's not really an issue. So, like, I know I enjoy going to back to sex and premises venues. I enjoy going to the video room and just sitting there and watching people walk past, watching people sit there and play with do stuff with the person next to them, or you know, like I just saw it. But I know Darren doesn't really enjoy that as much, so he would prefer just to keep wandering around. So we do a little bit of both, and we keep each other happy. And yeah,
It's not that I don't like it. It's just I'm usually drunk and I don't know what's going on.
you shouldn't always be drunk when you go to a sex on premises venue. Just saying, it should be, you know.
Yeah, a lot of time in recent memory, I haven't been drunk, so that's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun when you're not drunk, actually. Because,
Yeah.
like, when you're drunk in a sex and premises venue, you sort of miss the social cues and you just annoy everyone, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't do that.
No.
Don't be annoying.
No.
Anyway, I think that's about all we've got for this week.
I think so. Yep. If you're enjoying watching our content and want to actually help us out, we run a t-shirt business. We sell t-shirts. Darren designs them. We run a website. We're on Etsy as well. Jump onto our store, backroomgear.store. Have a look around. There's always plenty of, there's always new stuff going on there. We've got so many different shirts. You'll find something that you like. If you don't find something you like, send us a DM and we'll make it for you. Or Darren will make it for you because we enjoy doing custom stuff as well. So that helps us out to bring this to you every week. So, but if you do want to just get involved in the podcast, if you want to talk to us, say hello to us, give us your experience tell us your first experience in a sex on premises venue and what it was like, or what it's like in your country, in your region. So, because we'd love to know. Reach out to us. We're on all the social channels at backroomgear.store. We're on X, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Blue Sky, we're on Pinterest. I'm sure there's others, but we're on all of them basically. So YouTube, yeah.
Did you say YouTube?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube, obviously, because you're probably watching this on YouTube. So we're backroomgear.store on all of those platforms. So reach out, say hello to us, like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more of it. We post daily shorts most days of the week, and we post this long form video at least once a week.
Try to.
Yep. Sorry, we try and put out a long form once a week.
Cool. If you've enjoyed this week's episode, as Gordon said, like, comment, and subscribe. But anyway, stay kinky, everyone.
Stay kinky, guys. See ya.
Catch ya. Bye.